Most of the time, when you go into a social situation, you're focusing on the complete wrong thing entirely. You're obsessing over your image, how you're coming across, whether you're saying the right thing, whether people like you. And this one mistake is responsible for nearly every social problem you have. And this is called the impression trap. We've all been socially conditioned to believe that first impressions are everything. That if someone doesn't like you immediately, it's over. So what do? We try to build a perfect image. We become overly polished, overly correct, rigid. We filter everything we say before we say it. And here's what actually happens. By doing that, you completely destroy the experience of being around you. Because you care too much about how you're coming across, it restricts everything: your behavior, your words, your spontaneity, your humor. You start screening every sentence in your head. Is this right or wrong? Will they like this? Does this make me look good? And the more you filter, the less you express. The less you express, the worse your impression actually becomes. You've then created the exact problem you were trying to avoid. This is why when you run out of things to say, it's not that you have nothing to say, it's that you're blocking everything before it comes out. So here's the shift you need to make: from impression to experience. Reframe it like this: instead of thinking about the impression you're making, think about the experience you're giving. Think about it like buying an Apple product. Would you buy a phone you could only look at behind glass, perfectly presented, untouchable? Or would you buy the phone you could pick up, use, interact with, and actually experience? This is why Apple built entire stores around this idea. Let people experience the product, because experience builds real trust far faster than any polished presentation ever could. People are exactly the same. If others can only observe you from a distance, see your curated, filtered image, they never actually connect with you. People need to experience you, the real you, the multi-dimensional, unpredictable, genuinely expressive version of you. So expression is everything. If experience is the goal, expression is the vehicle. Everyone has a scale of expression, how much of themselves they put out. To give people a real experience of who you are, you have to expand that scale. This means saying things you'd normally hold back, taking risks in conversations, being willing to look silly, being willing to be wrong, letting your actual personality come through instead of just the safe, acceptable version of it. Crucially, you must delete the right and wrong filter in your brain. That mechanism in your head that judges everything you say before it comes out, that filter is the enemy genuine expression. It squeezes your creativity, kills your originality, and makes every interaction feel like a performance. Stop asking, is this the right thing to say? And just say it. The fluency and authenticity of your output matter far more than whether every sentence is perfectly calibrated or not. Sample theory can give us a useful way to think about this. Every interaction you have gives the other person a sample of who you are. If your expression is small and filtered, the sample is weak. People get a tiny, incomplete picture of you, and that's safe, boring, unmemorable. They don't know what you're actually like. However, if your expression is broad and genuine, the sample is rich. They'll get your humor, your opinions, your quirks, your energy. They'll feel like they actually know you. Trust and connection will build fast. And this is why naturally expressive people seem magnetic. It's not that they're better looking or smarter or funnier. It's just that they give a bigger, more honest sample of who they are. People experience them fully instead of just observing them carefully from a distance. When you shift your focus to expression, something else also happens naturally. You become present. You'll stop worrying about the last thing you said or the outcome of the interaction, and your attention will be on what you want to express right now in this moment. That presence is calm, it's confident, it's completely different to the anxious, self-monitoring state most people operate from. You cannot be present and obsessing over your image at the same time. The two are completely incompatible. The moment you focus on expression, self-consciousness starts to dissolve because you're no longer watching yourself from the outside, you're just in the interaction. So to conclude, the version of you that's filtered, rigid, image focused is not giving people a real experience. It's giving them a performance. The goal is not to present a perfect image. Instead, it's to express yourself fully. Take up space, be willing to be seen, and trust that a complete, authentic experience of who you are is far more compelling than a polished impression ever could be. Experience destroys impression every time.